Hey guys, Andrew here, back with another View. And for today's video, the product we're going to be reviewing is Tokyo Chicken Momosan Ramen from Sapporo Ichiban. Now, Sapporo Ichiban is a brand of ramen that I have a lot, but I've never had this particular Momosan branded version. So, it's going to be a bit of an unboxing. But let's take a look at what we've got inside. Alright, so inside, first of all, we've got the sort of dried noodles. Now, these look pretty thin, actually. So these look like a different, because with the instant noodles I tend to make, they're normally thicker. These are a little bit thinner, so we'll see what effect that has. Now, for our flavoring packets, I believe we have, okay, so here we have a liquid seasoning, and here we have a powder soup base. So these are hopefully both going to work together. You know, maybe this one a bit more of the flavor, this one a bit more of the, oily richness. And I will come back to you once I've got it all in the bowl mixed together, and we'll see how it tastes. Stay tuned. Alright guys, here's how it looks. I put the hot water in, I put the liquid packet and the soup base packet, and obviously the noodles too, which still look a little small, but we'll see how it goes. And now it is time to give it a taste. I've also put an egg in here, just, bit of egg. Alright, tasting time. Let's get down to the meat of this and see how it tastes. So I'll just get myself, a bit up on my fork. It's still pretty hot, so I'll just give it a second to cool down a bit. It's okay. I think its strongest point is sort of the flavor, because it does have a really interesting flavor. Maybe because of that, those two, the powder and the liquid soup base. So I think the flavor is really interesting. It's not just plain beef. It's not just plain chicken or whatever. It is a cool flavor. It's a little bit dilute, which maybe on me. Maybe I put in a bit too much water, but the noodles pretty much fill up the bowl. So I think it would be good if the flavor could be a bit stronger, because it's a little bit faint. And on the package they do say, maybe you could try adding a boiled egg, vegetables, or meat as desired. I added a raw egg, I guess, which I'm sure helped. But I think this would really go well with vegetables or meat, which brings me to my second point. The noodles are just a little bit too thin for me. I guess I'm used to thicker noodles from my Maruchan instant noodles, or or just pretty much any other instant noodle packet I've tried has had significantly thicker noodles. So for me, these are a little bit too thin. They feel kind of weird in my mouth, almost maybe as if they're not really picking up as much. Maybe that could be contributing to the faintness of the flavor, that the thin noodles just aren't picking up as much of the soup when I eat it. So I'm certainly not a fan of these thin noodles. Now, if I had put some meat in here, if I had put some nice pieces of pork or whatever in, maybe the thin noodles would have been good, because they would have helped to be not overpowering the meat or the vegetables. But with just an egg in here, the thinness of the noodles, it's not really enough to sort of carry the solid parts of the soup. So on the whole, I'm not overly impressed with this Tokyo Chicken Momosan ramen. The flavor is good, but it's a little faint, and then the noodles I'm not really a fan of. So yeah, this has been my review of the Tokyo Chicken Momosan ramen. I certainly think less of the person who gave this to me now. See you guys next episode. I've been getting some questions about my new bike, and here it is. It has arrived. It comes equipped with, I'll show you the derailleur, an 11-speed Shimano 105 derailleur and cassette. This is an 11 to 34 cassette, so it's got 11 speeds in the back and a 2-speed front derailleur.
Got these drop-down handlebars. It's not the lightest of bikes, but it's lighter than my previous one. And for the price I got it for, I'm very pleased with this. Brand new bike with an 11-speed Shimano 105 derailleur. It's this gorgeous matte black. It's an aluminum frame with a carbon fork. It's got some Tektro brake calipers on it. And yeah, on the whole, I've ridden this around a lot, and so far I'm very, very pleased with it. Oh, I love this. It's got this radial spokes on the front wheel, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this brief look into my new bike. Don't forget to subscribe.